Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between Colenol Koenig and Steppeknight in the July monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Shchedrin. And on the left, in the red, we have Koenig playing CIABG on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Steppeknight playing 26 Strelki, also on Maverick Income. So two solid divisions here. Let's hop into CIABG. We've seen this division a lot. It's still A tier, if not S tier, depending on who's playing it. Very strong overall. Not really many significant weaknesses at all. Your recon tab is fine. It's got tools. It's got Daimlers. He's bringing the Molotov infantry in B phase. They're very important. He's got the Marines in A phase for their AT and probably just for their actual recon ability. Your infantry tab, of course, a lot of super cheap stuff. He's putting his Zanista in A phase, unvetted for 9 of them. They're like the key unit. And his Motostrelki are in B, which is pretty common. And C phase card, a Fusilier, so still has 90 infantry. His tank tab, nice and full. Lots of Cromwell 5s and 4s and 7s and 5, whatever. The Cromwell 7 card is in B. That's the important one with the 120 millimeters of armor. Then he does have a Churchill 7 and a Churchill 4 as well in A and B, which we don't usually see that many Churchills. In his Firefly, another important card coming in B. In his support tab, 2 cards of Cromwell HE tanks and a whole lot of MG42s. 2 cards of 17 pounders along with some Panzerschrecks in the AT tab, along with 1 card of 6 pounders. His AA tab, nice and full. Double vetting the Bofors in A phase, a little different to be sure. Has a veterancy on the 94 mil. I don't know if that comes with veterancy or not. I just don't remember. And a Tripulsed in C, very interesting. Has 1 heavy RD card in B phase and just a 25 pounder in A. And his air tab, pretty light with just an AT Typhoon in A and a Bomber Typhoon in B. Hopping over to 26 Strelki, nice solid A tier division, always has been. Pretty balanced overall. A little bit of an issue, well, not a little bit, but an issue with killing high armor targets. Anything above the usual like 145 millimeters of penetration that a T-3045 or KV-85 can do, the division struggles against pretty hard. In the recon tab, get lots of snipers. That's great. Really nothing to complain about there. Your infantry tab, one of the highlights of this division, you get 2 cards of Sturmoviki Rocks, which are phenomenal CQC units, and a card of Strafniki as well. Your tank tab is actually really quite good with KV-85s, KV-1Es, and some T-34s, and an IS-1. Your support tab is phenomenal with the super undercosted ISU-152, which has got 2 double vets. AT tab, lacking with 45 mils and ZIS-3s, all you got to work with. Your AA tab is the biggest issue in this division with only ZSU M15s. RD tab, a little weak as well, no heavy RD here. And his air tab, a bunch of Yaks and an IL-2 with the AT cannons. Now, the game has already started. We see an early P2. It looks like we have a pretty big push up north, which is very common here. Crusader A does not manage to force the P2 all the way after. Oh, yep, now it does. We can see just a lot of troops everywhere. CIABG can spam with the best of them. 26 Strelki, though, no slacker when it comes to spamming out a lot of stuff at the beginning of the game. Let's see if all these support weapons can win the day here for Steppeknight. OB25 down. Surprisingly, only brought 1. I would be bringing at least 2, to be honest with you. 2 snipers down, though. Ognamachiki going for this flag. Currently 15-9 for Steppeknight because his side is a lot faster. Ognamachiki getting in already. 45 mil will be able to take out that Daimler. Let's see. Does get a penetration. All these units deployed, but Steppeknight saying screwed and just going right for the hill. Very interesting. Daimler does go down to the 45 mil. Nice kill there, killing that armored car off. These half tracks will be a bit of an issue for sure, although the DPs might do pretty well. He has efficient shot on. I don't know why. I think it's the stupidest thing ever. The ZIS-3 is going to really struggle to kill this Cromwell 6, I think. It's only got 7 millimeters of armor, so I would hope the ZIS-3 could do it. It's got 105 millimeters of pen. Sorry, this is Koenig. Steppeknight, very lightly deployed on the hill here. Doesn't look like he really wants to fight that. IS-1 here, though, that is a brick wall for all of this armor. I love how they give this, like, the, bazooka Panzerschreck symbol, but it only has a Panzerfaust. Like, it's not actually like a good AT unit. So back to a 13-11. Well, now back to a 12-12 P2, giving lots of info. Spitfire flying around, sucking up some ammo from that M15, which is actually pretty good. This thing does run out of ammo pretty fast. Lots of infantry coming in. Koenig will have no problem grabbing this flag and this one here. Ognamachiki, of course, can't do much of anything. Oh, killing this M15 would be absolutely backbreaking. Because you just don't have much AA in this division at all. Like, at any point, there's 6 AA pieces. So killing this off and opening the skies completely to Typhoons would be absolutely devastating. But he does get away. He's not going all the way, though. I would honestly just retreat all the way up to this hill at this point. This is still really ballsy. ISU 152 coming in. Not much here that can kill that either. The 17 pounders are going to be really strained to take care of this heavy armor. Ognamachiki will lose against the Zanista. IS-1 now on the hill here, along with the Zis-3. So Steppeknight has this hill, the fat part of it, but the hill on top of the hill here is firmly held by Koenig. I don't see him losing that anytime soon unless he's foolish with his units on the hill here. Sniper going to go down to that Cromwell, so loss of that recon there kind of hurts. But this sniper is here, can spot. P2 getting a full face of the Crusader there. In the town, things very quiet. Some Gavardia DP coming in, though. I mean, the Fusiliers, for their price, are phenomenal. Actually, in combat, though, they are very lackluster. Daimler looks like it's going to try to sneak around. Might try to pick up some kills on the flanks here. The gun is 1250 meter range, so it's not anything insane. Recon unit was forced off the hill. Finally, the Spitfire is forced back with some damage. The M15 is halfway out of its ammo already. And there's probably no ammo in A phase, I'd assume. Yeah, no, it's a B phase card. That's pretty normal. All right, ISU 152 now on triple star. This thing's pretty beastly with the 3-star upgrade there. The 17 pounder is really the only chance of killing these heavy units, but if he's able to get into this woods and just absolutely destroy them here, then yes, it absolutely can do that. So Steppeknight actually taking a very ballsy play, sitting these things like in very clear line of sight of this woods right here. I mean, it's not like he doesn't know there are 17 pounders in the CIABG deck. Sniper coming in to spot for the hill, not a bad choice. T-34 coming up. T-34 actually manages against Cromwell's pretty well. It's got good armor. The gun should be able to pen pretty consistently. T-34s are definitely no slouches against those. Of course, against the Cromwell 7 with the upped armor, those they have a problem with. Wow. Steppeknight getting away with this right now. Not that he's... I mean, he might be getting this flag because of this Ognamachiki. It's very possible. Avto's coming in, 17 pounder now on the backside of this hill. So once that moves up, all this stuff, I mean, the ISU is safe, but the IS-1, you obviously don't want to lose that. Even the freaking M15 is in trouble. Yeah, this is a very... I'd call it ballsy, but I don't think it is. I'm going to say it's negligent. That was the earlier Daimler. This one's still alive. The T-34 is going to have a hard time the second it leaves the sight line of this sniper. Gavardia DP going for a press on the hill. I mean, they'll get there. They will get there. Unfortunately, T-34 out of position to support, although the ISU 152 should be able to. IS-1 should be able to as well. 17 pounder still hasn't moved. Koenig forgetting this really key moment thing here. Avto's chilling out there. Are they moving in the town? Well, both players seem to be playing very passively right now. Sniper does take out the recon successfully without getting killed by the Cromwell 6, so really nice kill there. Killing off that recon is actually really quite important. Cromwell 6 is going to come just short of popping around the corner. 6 pounder now on the hill too. I guess Koenig waiting for both of them. No? Interesting. Zanista on return fire. 82 mil mortar, good choice here. Gonna soften things up a bit. Ognamachiki versus Zanista, no chance there. Avtos are way out of position. They could have definitely helped that out. Artillerist in the church here, which means he sees everything that's coming in like this Cromwell 5. And he's bringing in some M2A1. Oh, no, I thought they were M2A1. Just Avtos. All right, double Avtos should beat the Zanista, even with the flamethrower on this guy. 2-on-1 CQC, 2 units generally always win. And while Avtos are very underwhelming, 2 of them can do some okay work. Zanista was forced off of the hill. Finally, the 7... No, he didn't... What? There's not even a recon here. He wouldn't see it. Like, there's no way he would see that. At least for the first shot. Yeah, he's missing a big opportunity here. Gavardia DP coming in. How many CQC units did he bring? Card of Avtos. He does have the 2 cards of Sherman-Vicky rocks. I'm surprised we haven't seen any of the Sherman-Vicky rocks. He's chosen to bring in Avtos instead, which is really weird. Mortar's doing some nice work helping to pin down these troops. Steppeknight picking up the 1311 again. This is mirror income, so remember, any advantage is pretty huge. Half track goes down to the ZIS-3 and IS-1. Here comes the push, but here comes the AT guns. M15 needs to get off this hill. This is not a good idea. IS-1 finding the Cromwell 6, getting a turret stuck. But here comes the 17-pounder, 6-pounder. M15 goes down. 6-pounder misses its first shot. 17-pounder gets the penetration. IS-1 not reacting yet. It's going to go down to that 17-pounder right now. Down it goes. That's a big loss. Oh, there's second Churchill 7. ISU-152, though, gets a big hit on that. Zis-3 pinned down. Here comes, I don't even know what. 17-pounder dead, so that's a good kill there. He needs that. There's only 6 17-pounders, so that's down to 5. T-34 rolling up 2, but the 6-pounder in position. Will the 45 save it? The SG-43 a little too short. Bounce on that, so lucky bounce there. 45 mil does take out that half-track. T-34 takes a pen. 45 is helping, but I don't think it's going to do it in time. Down the T-34 goes. Now, in the town, though, lots of progress being made here by Steppeknight. His superior infantry pushing back these Fusiliers. So still 13-11. Loss of that IS-1 and the M15, though, is pretty darn bad. But he now is recapturing the hill. T-34 goes down, though, to the Cromwell? The double Cromwell there? No, the Panzerschreck. Panzerschreck took that out. Yeah, a little too aggressive there. Completely blind. I mean, he didn't know how much Koenig had back there, but still was really aggressive. I don't know what that was. Maybe a sniper? Maybe an Ognamachiki even? Shermaviki rocks coming in here. Will it get through? It looks like it will. There's nothing there to stop it. If it gets into the woods successfully, now Zizinista probably will kill it. It would absolutely dominate that. Steppeknight with a lot of units out of buildings. He really has got to get his units into cover. Vardy DP doing nice work against the infantry, and they should. 45 mil coming in. We're about to hit B phase, and both players unlock their full income. Sturmviki rocks here. I mean, Zanista's on return fire. If Koenig doesn't notice, he might get in. Nope, he does notice. Unleash it on both those. Splits the fire. Will the Sturmviki unload in time? They do. Oh, they don't. Does get a double shot off, but down it goes. Yeah, some aggressive reinforcement calling here for Stepp, and it's hurting him a lot. Always better to call him in further away and walk him up. I mean, that's just the truth. T-34 versus Cromwell 5 at really close range like this. It's somewhat even. 2-on-1, of course it's not. With the leadership as well, but both players have the 2 stars on these guys. T-34 now, arming up. Let's see who wins this one. Oh, and a crew panic. What a crit. But the other T-34 gonna line up first, should take it out. Oh, it bounces and it oh, I have questions about that RNG. I have severe questions about that. There we go. Cromwell 5. I still think Cromwells are too cheap. Here comes the Typhoon. There's no more AA. ISU-152 going to go down to this. It will. Typhoon is one of the best AT rocket planes in the game by far. It's very consistent in actually killing stuff. OB-25 has no chance of penning this Churchill 7, which has the 150 millimeters of armor. That ISU-152 is really the only chance he had of consistently penning that, and now it's gone. But it is B phase, which means you should have 2 more of those coming. Yeah, Avto a little close to the edge here. Sniper and the 45 mil going down. OB-25 trying to take out that machine gun. Town fight still going pretty well for Stepp. Vardy DP push out into just a brevy of stuff. And this is my thing with CIABG. You just get so much stuff. Everything's so dirt cheap. You have so much stuff all the time. And while it is spammy stuff, it's still pretty good. Like, none of it's trash. Other than your infantry, which are actually trash. But they're 15-point trash. So, Typhoon absolutely eviscerating that Avto. T-34 misses its first shot on the Cromwell. Cromwell misses as well. T-34 does get a pen on that. OB-25 going to go down here any second. We now have a Cromwell 6 with the HE again. Going to take out that OB-25. Town fight's still going pretty well. But now Cromwell 7 is in, and the T-34 is going to really struggle against that. It really can't kill it. You really just basically need like a KV-85 in there. Oh, and down it goes. Now the recon giving lots of information. KV-1, 45 no AA though. I don't know if he just doesn't think he needs it. Maybe he doesn't think it'll do anything against these Typhoons. 1 Cromwell down. The Cromwell 5's not super scary against these T-34s. Like we saw up close, they 100% can kill them. But at long range, they should really struggle. And now Koenig flipping the script and now has control over the hill. We do see some arty. It's light. It's the 25 pounders. So nothing massive, nothing lighting up the world here. Steppe in a pretty strong position here in the town. The problem is the DPs are not going to be able to kill these tanks. They don't have any, you know, significant AT. And Koenig back on the hill definitively. Cromwell 7 is going to struggle to kill these T-34s, but the T-34 is going to struggle to kill this Cromwell 7 as well. Oh, but not if you get a side shot there with the Cromwell 5. Nice kill. Avto Kamrati goes down there from the Zanista. That's pretty bad. 45 mil. Oh, another side shot. T-34 going down. I'm not sure. There's a KV-85, finally. Something that actually has some real killing power. And the M15 driving right into the kill zone here. 45 mil with the APCR. Low chance of penetration. Unlikely, though. Avto's pinned down from the 25, which means they will get surrendered if those infantry move in. Gavardi DP go down. Oof. Zis 3 driving in to try to get some APCR on this Cromwell 7. I still think these are undercosted. The Cromwell 5s, I'd love to see get nerfed, but they won't be. But the Cromwell 7 needs to be nerfed. 120 millimeters of armor for 65 points is nuts. And it's fast, and its gun still kills stuff, like all medium tanks. It's pretty nuts. Needs a nerf, in my opinion. The regular Cromwell 5, fine, leave it alone. But the Cromwell 7 could use a 10-point increase. I think that should be 75 points. Avtos with 1 down probably won't be able to hold off, even with the Gavardi DP help. They're just going to get overwhelmed by all those infantry. Which, again, is kind of the strategy of CIABG. Just overwhelm with a lot of infantry for your infantry fighting. The ZSU goes down again, I think? I don't see it. Nope, it's right there. Sorry. I mean, Avtos Gavardi are holding off. These infantry really do suck. Having some actual CQC units does make the difference. Steppeknight holding on to his 1311. I'm always rooting for the not CIABG player. Not gonna lie. Always rooting for them. Avtos should finish this guy off, but they've taken a lot of damage, which means the reload time's going to be pretty long. Will they win? I don't know. I mean, they're doing a pretty darn good job, and they do hold it off, but now a big infantry push into the woods here. There's no CQC here to stop this. This 3 probably go down. Ognevachiki goes down back to a 12-12 now. KV-1E in position. The Cromwells, a lot of Cromwells have died, but the Firefly is going to be an issue. Double 82 mortar now. Ammo coming in for those, so it looks like he's going to really double down on that. Oh, I just lost everything. Sorry about that. Oh, it's weird that it bunched up all up there. Okay, weird. Anyway. Zis 3 finding the Cromwell, but it's... Oh, efficient shot. This is what you get. This is what you get for using efficient shot. He could pen... Like, I know the penetration chance is probably like 45, 50%. I would 100% take that because APCR with the crit... Boom, like track destroyed or crew kill or bailout. Like, come on. Efficient shot, garbage. Staying behind that, and I feel vindicated once again because of this situation. Now, he definitely needs, okay, a lot of infantry coming in. Strapniki Gavardi, but he's going for the hill and not to defend his own hill. It's really bad. Although, the CQC and CIABG obviously lackluster to say the least. 6-pounder in, though, for this T-34. He needs to run. He is running, but a side shot shown, and down it goes. Another T-34 dead. That's pretty bad. And here comes a KV-85. This definitely should be able to kill the Cromwell 7. Notice he doesn't have this on efficient shot. ISU-152 rolling in. Is this 3 going to die here? Almost definitely. The second Koenig decides to go into the woods, which maybe he won't. It's possible he just won't. Now we see a 155 in. This thing gonna do some damage. Going for the mortars, and that will definitely do some damage to those mortars. Mortars need to fall back immediately or they're gonna die. The next shot probably gonna land on one of these 3 targets within the circle. I would strongly doubt they don't. Here it comes. I'm guessing mortar about to be dead. But wow, goes long. Very lucky. He's not gonna keep getting lucky like that. And he unloaded his mortars on a reinforcement road. Remember, never do this because now this 155 round's going to land right on this Sturmoviki rocks. Unload them or kill them. One of the two. Oh, he got so lucky. Steppe is getting so lucky right now. He is not getting punished for this severe misplay. There is an M15 down south. Will it stop the Typhoon in time? It does. Cromwell did finally go down. But just look how much stuff. Look how much stuff Koenig has. Oh my goodness, there's just so much of it. APCR all left on. There it is. So now his gun's unloaded. He got all his stuff unloaded. Don't unload on a reinforcement road, guys. Find any other place. Over here would have been fine. Infantry pushing back in hard. Gavardi DP have no way of killing this Cromwell 7. Really, this KV-1 doesn't either. KV-85 took a hit from something, but Zis-3 goes down. KV-85 getting held up here, shooting at the MG-42. All the infantry are immediately forced off the hill. Here comes the Firefly. KV-1 can kill that, but it's going to aim at the Cromwell 7 because of targeting. Oh, and it doesn't even get a shot off. Oh. ISU-152 fires. Did that just bounce? Did that bounce off a Sherman? Oh, I have doubts. Oh, and the Firefly gets a shooter killed. Oh no, it was the church. Oh my god, what a line of horrible luck. IL-2. What happened? Did he leave the bombs on? No, he turned them off. Crusader gonna kill that. Yeah, it's gonna kill that. Just a face full onto that IL-2. Wow. That was a horrible sequence for Steppeknight, and I don't think that was all his fault. Some of it was, but not all of it. That was just some horrible luck. Not sure what that ISU-152 is going after. Artillery's been redirected now after this M15. He needs to move it. There it goes. It's on the move now. ISU-152 actually missing. We're seeing it happen, folks. ISU-152 actually missing. Strafniki, nearly full health squad, gets surrendered. That hurts. Sturmovikis versus Nista. I would think the Sturmovikis win. The double flamer usually much stronger than the single one. Yep. And a whole bunch of CQC weapons, while this one has a lot of rifles. So easy win there for the Sturmoviki Rocks, but now his reinforcement route is cut off, but more reinforcements are coming. KV-85 could do something. Can the 45 mil get a shot off, or is it on hill depression? Hill depression, totally crap. La 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 la. Mortar's forcing off some infantry, but he's not getting any closer to this flag right now. 13-11 in Koenig's favor. Now into C phase. The income gets choked, and the truth is, I mean, there's a lot more stuff on map here for Koenig, especially up north. And going into C phase, he's advantaged because his stuff is just so much cheaper. He can still continue to bring things in at a pretty consistent clip. Unlike 26 Strelki, which things are, you know, pretty normal. I mean, they're normal costed, which makes them expensive compared to a 15-point unit. Vardy DP trying to get a side shot on that Firefly. Won't succeed. They'll be forced off pretty quickly. Sturmoviki Rocks. Oh, now we lost this flag too with a general push into the middle here. Vardy DP coming to help. Oh, here comes the Air Force. There's no one AA M15 ain't gonna do it. And this is the problem with 26 Strelki. Like, this is the true Achilles heel of this division. OB-25 goes down. Typhoon goes down. Well, I shouldn't say down. It was forced off. Can the M15 stop the Typhoon? It does, actually. Can the ISU kill this Cromwell 7? I'm not sure what's going on here with its targeting. And we... Oh, it's out of AP. Got a tracks broken, which is pretty good, but now all that infantry lost. KV-1 getting hit. KV-85, can it save the day? It does. 14-10 for Koenig. A push here from Steppeknight going relatively well in the town. Koenig pretty light down here, actually. His M15 is still alive. 82 mil still alive as well. Infantry pushing forward. Yeah, this is where I think Stepp has to focus. He has lost this hill, and I don't think he's got the tools to get it back. He really should swing this ammo around quick and get this ISU firing AP again. This Gavardi DP is... This was not... He should have sent more Sturmoviki Rocks into this wooded area. Double Su-76 now. Okay. I understand the concept, but that would have been like... That's like a 10-minute ago call-in, honestly. The second you see that 155, I would say you're calling that in. Gavardia outside of a building again, gonna just get wrecked by these cheap infantry because they're not using cover. Artillerist gonna get spotted here most likely. Do finally see some counter battery on the 155. It's not going to kill it, but it will maybe keep it from firing so much. Typhoon going to get through because of the Spitfire cover. Bombs in. Totally missed. Do pin down one Strelki rock, but Artillerist goes down. Gavardia wiped out here by Zanista. Yeah, that was a bad choice of infantry. I don't think he's out of Strelki rocks. He's called in like 5 squads, maybe. And he has 12 of them. Making progress down south, but more stuff pouring in. And again, it's just an issue of quantity over quality here. Now 16-8 for Koenig. Another Su-76. I would not say that's what he needs now. Some Gavardia here to hold this flag would have been a lot more prudent, I think. Of course, I can armchair general all I want. Although I like, yeah. In town fighting, I usually tell my infantry to just walk to a building. Even if that takes a tiny bit of extra damage because they walked, they actually get to cover and then have a chance of winning the fight. Panzerschreck now hidden here. This is nice and cheeky here from Koenig. So even if something comes back to get it, it will die. That's pretty, it's pretty cheeky. I like it. Cromwell 8, I mean. That's the HE variant. Does stay out of range of that KV-85. M15 did get moved forward, but here comes a double Typhoon. KV-85 definitely going down. Probably just to the first one. Yep. These are pretty phenomenal AT planes. I'm usually very skeptical of a rocket plane, but the Typhoons are absolutely phenomenal. They are very consistent. As long as they're not stressed, they will generally kill any medium tank in one shot. Even a lot of heavy tanks often go down to it. Strelki rock's now coming, but it's going to die to this Panzerschreck. This super cheeky and clever Panzerschreck here from Koenig. Oh, he actually unloaded in time. Wow, what a heads-up play. I don't know if he somehow knew the Panzerschreck was there, but that was a really lucky move. I'm not going to lie, I am excited for Avtos to get the shock trait. It will make them, I think, a lot more viable to play. Strafnigi should be able to kill this half-track pretty easily, especially since it's not shooting back. We are all the way back to a 13-11, though, a step really clearing out the town quite well. But he's pretty overextended, has no more armor or AT at all, and you know what that means against CIABG? That means you just get a bunch of Cromwell shoved down your throat. Already now fully targeted on this 25-pounder. 155 is perfectly fine. Sniper probably going to go down to this RAF here. Double SG-43 moving in. Strelki getting hit. He could move it into the middle here and be perfectly fine. Avto getting a grenade off on the Churchill. Nice kill there. Very nice kill there. Now, is the Churchill considered a heavy tank? It is considered. So this should have 12 health, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, commenters who know everything. Cromwell, 12 health, right? Heavy tank? Should be. Remember, folks, tanks do have health. You just can't see it. It's 10 for medium tanks. It's usually like 8 for light tanks, or sometimes 6. I don't even know the number for light. Medium tanks are 10, and heavy tanks are 12. KV1 in now. Ooh, sorry, big yawn. My bad. It's weird because it's the middle of the day. 45 mil sitting here staring at this Cromwell, which in this case was the right thing because the AP is not going to penetrate this Cromwell 8. I have a KV1 here, so Stepp has stabilized. I mean, the front is stabilized, but, I mean, how does he get back? A Gavardia DP into the woods is not the answer. I can tell you that. Is he out of Strelki rocks? Again, I just don't feel like we saw that many of them. Oh, and this crappy AA. M15s are meh at best. And when that's all you have, and you only get 6 of them, it is really painful. It's one of the reasons I stopped playing this division so much, is because it's just really rough against any division with some air stuff. Like some good air going on and some half-decent arty. Oh, wow. What was that little roll of RNG? That had to be the most accurate 3 shots I've ever seen. That was literally like all right on target. Wow. Oh, I'd be fuming. That would be so angering, because that was like so far and they have no radio. They're firing back, and the 76s are really bunched up. They got no ammo. I'm not. Again, this was an investment halfway through B phase. Like, if you were gonna do it, should have been halfway through B phase, not at the end of C phase with the last of your income. What's going on with this RNG for these 76s? My goodness. Strafniki, Gavardia, he must be out of Strelki's. It's shocking to me. But I guess it must be. Must be true. This is a porcupine. This is a hornet nest. I don't know how he gets in here. He's got the town pretty well held. Maybe he can sneak an infantry out to try to get this back. KV-1 might be able to kill off this Daimler and stuff, but anytime this pokes its head out, those Typhoons are going to come in and kill that. Firefly finding the KV-1E. That's an easy kill for the Firefly. Oh, there's a 6-pounder here, too. Actually bounces it. Can he get out of range in time? Backs up straight instead of side. Means he's actually in range longer. And it is now out of range, so he does survive. Now, these infantry are way better than anything in this wood except the Sinista, but there's just so much. I mean, they do have the AT rifles to kill the Daimler and the Stuart and the half-track, so I guess maybe, but he really could use one CQC unit. 1311 has recaptured this flag, so he did do what I mentioned about regrabbing this. I mean, Stepp's making some much better trades now. He's definitely playing better at this now that things have slowed down. Odd choice. Oh, no, the arty is going here first. Okay. DP struggling to break that Daimler, but the extra Strapniki rifle should do the job here. MG42's going down, so some nice kills there. Zanista's here, though, but there is some support from the SG-43 and the sniper, so no, the Gavardia runs away anyway. Daimler now fully on the run. Sturmviga rocks there. See, I knew it. I knew he had more. Cromwell A gonna tear through these light defenses here. Firefly on the hill is a big issue, too. The KV-1, oh, no, that's going to die. He needs an AT piece right here. There's this 3 coming. That's the idea, yeah. Why didn't he send the Sturmovikis first? Why is he sending these not CQC units into this hellhole? He's going to lose his Strafniki now, too. Oh, he's just out of range of the Molotov. Very lucky. Still pinned down. And he's not retreating. I don't know what he's watching, because that feels like really key battlefield right now. There he goes. KV-1 dies. No surprise there at all. Gavardia on the outside of the woods here. Yeah, it's going to get wrecked by the armor now. Sherviki rocks pushing through. Good choice there. Clear out these infantry. Mortar's coming down. Town's... here comes some Motor Strelki. Whole bunch of Cromwells, and he doesn't really have a way to kill those. So whenever Koenig decides to push in, I don't think there's going to be anything to stop him. Sturmoviki do what they do. Dominate in the woods. Yeah, Zanista getting wrecked. And that should be the end of those. So that's finally cleared out. Gavardia DP moving forward. This Gavardia... Why is it doing this? What does he hope to achieve by this movement right now? So confused. This 3 should really be just going here and into this side of the flag. Of the forest, I mean. Smoke comes down to save the Gavardia. Sniper gets spotted, gonna get wrecked by the Cromwell. Here comes the Typhoon assault down south. Killing off those infantry really easily. 45 already dead. Now the Cromwells will absolutely decimate these infantry. Artie is now being retargeted. The mortars. One mortar already dead. And he's still... Why is he so insistent on this patch of woods? Go to this patch of woods. And his infantry just getting absolutely decimated down here. Those Cromwells, the heavier Cromwells, not going to get penned by this KV-1E. And now the Typhoon's coming in. The ZSU M15 died at some point, probably to a Typhoon bombing or something. So now he's totally just at the mercy of this Air Force. Wow, the Typhoon actually failed to kill. That is shocking. Just to prove me wrong again. Oh, well, it's going to happen. You know how it is. Y'all have seen it. TAC Power says something the opposite must happen immediately just to prove me wrong. Yeah, this was bad. I don't know why he was doing this. And yeah, things just breaking down here for Steppe. Will the Sturmoviki get in time? They do. Yeah, they do. And Steppe throws in the towel, seeing the writing on the wall there. 34 minutes and 8 seconds. 29-20 to 15-50. CIABG showing its power. Colenol Koenig playing it quite well, though. Can't take that away from him at all, for sure. Steppe making some very odd choices in there. In terms of both reinforcements and some of those micro plays. Definitely raising an eyebrow at some of those. But otherwise, good game to both players. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch and have a fantastic day.